Increasing numbers of Syrian Christians are being displaced to Lebanon since fierce battles erupted last month in the major cities of Damascus and Aleppo with sizable Christian populations. Refugees have been distributed along the extended coastline between Antelias and Byblos area where residents are predominantly Christian. George, a Christian refugee, fled with his family from Homs to Lebanon 4 days ago after the Syrian army destroyed their home in artillery bombardment which killed his wife and his mother.
We were displaced because the government forces have fired artillery at our home. As a result, my wife and my mother were killed. I managed to save the rest of my family, and we succeeded to flee Homs for Damascus in a 6-day journey until we reached Lebanon.
We decided to evacuate out of fear. We feared to face the same destiny of my mother and my grandmother. The rebels helped us to evacuate while the regime forces continue with killing displaced people.
Despite the church's concern about its followers in Syria, George does not fear the revenge of the opposition. In his opinion, the Free Syrian Army saved him and his family from the regime's cruelty. The number of Christian families displaced to Lebanon has reached 300. This number was confirmed by Abu Joseph, the head of the Christian gathering in Lebanon, a group founded in Damascus about 6 months ago to protect the Christians.
As Christians, we gathered ourselves, elite and businessmen, to establish the Christians gathering. We cooperated with some Lebanese activities to provide shelter and food to the displaced people. For this purpose, I met up with several sides of the Syrian opposition, including some of the National Council, in which some are Islamists.
However, fleeing violence in Syria, the Syrian refugees found themselves facing other types of challenges related to the economic and security situation in Lebanon. While Syrian Christian refugees resort to Christian areas in Lebanon, other refugees go to areas in Lebanon controlled by March 14 coalition, which opposes the Syrian regime and the Hezbollah movement. جيلان فطيري, العربية, بيروت.